And we are live on Facebook. Yes, it's time for another episode of Sean Litvak Goes Live. So, didn't warn anyone. It wasn't on your streaming schedule, but we're going live. So I've got three, I'm going to say it again, three things to discuss today, three actions that everyone should be taking to not allow this season, and I'll explain what I mean by that in a moment, this season to go to waste. The season that I'm talking about is, how would we call it? I guess we'll call it post-pandemic participation. The post-pandemic participation season, the emergence season, the season that we find ourselves in now. Now, I know some of you in some states, northern states, are still under shelter in place. However, some of us are easing our way out of shelter in place. And this applies to you northerners too. Truth be told, I'm a northerner down deep in my heart, born and raised in the Chicagoland area, living now outside of Louisville, Kentucky. Am I a northerner? I don't know. Am I a southerner? I don't know. It's kind of like other questions in my life. But here is what I want to talk about today. Three actions to not allow this pandemic season to go to waste. Action one, reinvent yourself. Everything is different. You want to know what's different? Those of you that knew me before knew that I could always get up in front of a room and talk. Now I can get on Facebook and talk. I can get on LinkedIn and talk, which I haven't done yet. Going to. I can get on Periscope, which to me would be the most horrifying thing of all because they're not nice on Twitter. People are far more direct on Twitter. This is the opportunity for you to reinvent yourself because you've got the perfect excuse. Are you outspoken and you want to be more moderated? Here's your excuse. You know, after the pandemic, I just thought I needed to change. All right. Are you more soft-spoken? And you want to be a little bit more energetic? And people say, why have you changed? You say, well, after the pandemic, I knew I needed to make some changes in my life. Have you gone from job to job to job to job because you've always wanted to be an entrepreneur? Now is your opportunity. Get the gig going on. Everything is going virtual. I have video meetings with people. I'm on webinars all the time. I'm inviting people to virtual coffee early in the morning. Make the coffee in my kitchen, sit down here in front of my camera. You have the opportunity to reinvent yourself. What have you always wanted to become? What in your mind's eye have you seen yourself capable of achieving, but you've been so locked down in your life, you wouldn't pursue it? Now is your opportunity to reinvent yourself. Figure out what you want to do. And then make a plan. And then fail at your plan on a few steps and succeed on a few steps. And fail on a step and succeed on some steps. And move yourself along the path of reinvention. Reinvent yourself. One thing I'm doing, watch this. You see how it shakes? Yeah, I'm getting something to put my camera on so I can hit my desk and it doesn't shake. Because I'm going to do a lot on video. That is part of my reinvention. All right, I'm going to do a lot on video. Y'all are going to be hearing more from me. So I hope you'll tune in. All right, reinvention. So I guess I need to give you examples. So a long time ago, and I looked it up the other day, in 2011, I knew I was supposed to write a book. Well, it's written. It's done. At least as done as it can be. I've sent it out to people to review and gotten some feedback from them. Most of them have given me some feedback. And a few of them have said, yeah, I need to put my feedback down in writing. So if you're one of those 6 people I sent my book to, we can Zoom for 20 minutes and you can just tell me what you think. Don't just say it's great, which you all have. And I knew that already because the book came from me and I have inspiration in my life. But what I'm saying is you can reinvent yourself. I am Sean Litvak, author of a bestseller. I'm declaring it. I'm working it. I've had a plan for it. I've been serious about it for 18 months. When I was on a job interview in late December with this organization that I went to go work for, and I met with the executives, I told them during the interview I was writing a book on leadership. Why? Because it's what I am doing. I am reinventing myself. Book on leadership. So reinvent yourself. Figure out what you want to do. Part of that is figure out who you can help along the way. You're not just reinventing you, but find out who wants to be reinvented like you. So anyways, back to the book. Since then, I had one person hook me up with a literary agent, and I found out that I needed to write a book proposal. Who would have known that? You have to write a book proposal to have someone look at your book. They don't just look at your book. Then I had a conversation with another person who has now hooked me up with, are you ready? Are you ready? Yesterday I talked to this guy, hooked me up with three literary agents. Today, I need to respond to the emails still. But I'm in the middle of writing my book proposal to send out to all these literary agents. You're going to see this book. You're going to want this book. You're going to read this book and say, of course Sean wrote this book. I hear Sean's voice as I'm reading it. So reinvent yourself. Number 2, I have to look at my notes. Shoot high and take risks. Now, I think I've always shot high. Well, not always. When I was a kid, I didn't. Truly, what made me learn to shoot high, to all my fraternity brothers out there at Alpha Epsilon Pi Delta Chapter, the 8750s and the 87s, and the 85s, and the 86s, and the 88s, thank you. Thank you. The 89s too. Thank you. You taught me in college how to shoot high. Because all of a sudden I found myself surrounded with a group of young men that had these huge dreams and huge aspirations. Enormous dreams. As a matter of fact, they weren't even dreams and aspirations. They were expectations. And there was a shift in my life at that point that I knew that I needed to aim high. Didn't do it perfect. Didn't do it right. But I've aimed high. So you need to reinvent yourself and aim high. Just because you don't know how to do it doesn't mean you shouldn't be calling up the CFO of the company you want to do it with, or the CEO, sending him an email, tweeting him, direct messaging him, calling him or her. I say him in the generic sense. It's 2020. I think we can do that. Oh, it's okay. Him or her. When I say him, I mean him and her. Anyways, moving on. Take risks. So shoot high, and then part 2 of that is take risks. So here's something interesting. I am, as you know, in sales, and I have to sell because I'm in sales. And I've been taking this sales course and watching these sales videos every single day as part of my work time. And this sales guru, as I refer to him, sales leader, king of sales, Google that, king of sales, and you'll know who I'm talking about, said in this video, yeah, I'm having virtual coffee with people in the mornings. So in the middle of the video, I sent him a message and said, make me number 2. You've already got number 1. And then I sent him a Zoom meeting. I sent him an invite to Zoom to have coffee with me. I did this yesterday. No, I'm sorry. I did it Monday to have coffee this morning. And I get on my Zoom at 7:28, and I hit it, and I'm waiting. He never accepted the meeting, and I'm waiting. And at 7:30 on the dot, King of Sales is waiting in your Zoom room. Hit the button, and there he is, larger than life. So I got to have a half-hour one-on-one meeting, or maybe it was 20 minutes, however long it was, with this incredibly successful, tremendously intelligent, smart man who trains people all over the world. One-on-one. Great conversation. I hope he got 1/1000th for me that I got from him, because I got so much from him. Made me realize today I haven't been on here in a while and I need to get on again. So take risks. You know, there's other people that I've tried to Zoom with, gotten nowhere. But this one, it worked. I took a risk. So reinvent yourself. Shoot high. Take risks. And the big point 3, do things that scare you. So, not sure if you all realize this, but getting on Facebook Live terrifies me, because standing in front of people is great. I can see you all. I can see your expressions. When you're unhappy, I can try and make a joke to get you to respond positively, which, hear me, doesn't always go well. We can talk about that another day. Doesn't always go well. But nonetheless, there's great opportunity when you're in front of people. But to do things that terrify you, that scare you, do you want to know why you need to do them? 1, to prove you're alive. 2, because you know that your goal and what you're going for is big enough. Because if it doesn't scare you and you're just la-di-da, I'm doing this, and I know it's going to work, then you know what? It's not a goal. You should have an expectation that it's going to work. But if it's la-di-da, it's just happening, yeah, you're not stretching yourself. Let me give you another example of doing things that scare you. I just told you all that I'm publishing a book. I don't have a publisher yet. The book is written. Hasn't been accepted yet. I'm sure there'll be a final rewrite yet, but it's happening. And I'm telling you this, so when you do things that scare you, they become reality to you. You get to experience them and understand them in a greater way. So to recap, reinvent yourself. Shoot high and take risks. And finally, do things that scare you. That's what I've got today. But first, before I leave, now I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read all the comments and people that have been here. Let's see. Sean with glasses. Okay, so we've got my cousin Sari, the travel blogger. Now, and you know, Sari, you need to be travel blogging. You need to be travel vlogging with a V for video. Go do that. That should be easy for you. That shouldn't even make you scared. Scotty Wiseman from the fraternity. I have been wanting to become a cliff diver. Okay. I think there'll be a big splash when you hit the water. But there's always a splash when people hit the water. Other people have come and left. My cousin loves me. Let's see. Some other people I don't know, and someone who's going to Paris for their birthday, and I have no idea who that person is. Looks like she is a friend of my cousin Sari. So that is the comment time for the day. This is Sean Litvak signing off from, I don't know what episode of Sean Litvak on Facebook this is. It's number 4, it's number 5. Go look at my stream, you'll figure it out. Be blessed.